Well, it has been a day and a fucking night since about 8 p.m. yesterday. So, no, I don't expect anybody that was on that Facebook that I know no longer am going to be touching to see any of this, because a lot of them just weren't even listening when I was basically begging them to go look at this YouTube channel for proof that I am not that old me. I am not Tyler any longer. Haven't been for a while. I haven't gone by the name in a while. At first, I gave you guys all the opportunity and the leeway by saying anybody who's known me my entire life or for 10 years or more had the free pass. They didn't have to call me by Phoenix. Well, that's over. From here on out, anyone that wants to contact me, talk to me, or anything, I will not respond to hearing Tyler or reading Tyler. If I see that name, you are going to get left on red. If I see you are not going to listen to me or hear me out, I'm going to just silently ignore you and walk away. To those of you who've been saying that I'm not trying, to those of you who've been saying all this extra shit, that I don't listen, that I don't pay attention, that I don't take advice, you're very, very wrong. I've listened for 28 years and now 10 months. Constantly. I still do. I take advice when it's applicable to my situation. Just like you wouldn't be taking advice from like an ex-con on how to not be a con, you know? You wouldn't take advice on somebody who fucked up their entire life with drugs and had to not be a druggie, right? And you wouldn't do that. So why are so many people from my past now expecting me to take their advice and their opinions on my life and what I'm doing and how I have to live it? Because I was forced into the situation of living in my car. I didn't pick this right away. Yes, these days, I don't want to leave my car as a home. I would rather keep this as my baby and my love, my life, because I like it. You know why I like it? Because I'm able to live more peacefully and intentionally these days. I fell asleep at like 2 a.m. last night, and I still woke up. No alarms, because my phone was dead in the morning at 7:30 in the morning. I still, despite all the anger and frustration in me, went ahead and took my shower and shit. While that whole time I was doing all that, I had somebody who I thought I could trust basically belting down and saying the same shit. Saying that I'm manic, that I'm this, that, and the other thing, when no, I am not manic. This is why I was saying none of you were listening. Because my mania, which I had dealt with for 15 years, from 5 to 20, unmedicated, untreated, no therapy, no nothing for that kind of stuff. I dealt with it all myself without even talking to you guys about it for these reasons specifically. You don't listen. You don't care enough to hear me out, and that's fine. You know, you don't have to. 8 billion people. Blood don't make family, bond does, okay? Don't care who the fuck you are. I really don't. You could be my brother or my sisters. You fuck with my peace, I'm done with you. Those of you saying that I'm not doing what I need to do to get by, you're freaking wrong. Okay, let's take this into account. I've only been asking when it comes to monetary shit from people, especially family, at maximum of 20, minimum of 5 in cash. I haven't been asking any of them to help me clear my bank accounts, which are in the red. I haven't been asking any of them to help me pay my car payment or my car insurance, which is all due next month by the 4th. And it's somewhere upwards of $2,000 at this point that I have to put out right away in November. So no. You don't get to have an opinion on my life, how I live it, or anything, if you haven't been talking to me. if you haven't been paying attention, if you haven't been watching the YouTube videos, and I do say YouTube videos for a reason. My Facebook, I had the negativity on there, the anger on there for a reason, because y'all weren't listening. You haven't been for years. And now, I've removed it. No more Facebook, no more Messenger. If people want to get to me that are family, y'all know how to get to me. You can have my number by finding it now. And if I didn't directly give you my number and you don't have my number, that's on you. Truly, that is 100% on you, because that's your actions that led to that happening. I am not down for any of this excess bullshit. I just lost my mother. I just lost everything I had, and I'm losing slowly my home. And I'm fighting tooth and nail to save it all. And myself. I'm fighting tooth and nail to keep my mom, the promise I made to my mom, which was that I would not fucking kill myself. That I would keep fucking pushing. Live a life that she would be proud of. That she would love too. So no, I'm not going to listen to the people who haven't been listening to me. I'm not going to listen to advice that is not applicable to my situation, opinions I did not ask for, or anything of the such. Because, it's basic human rights here, guys. I'm a grown man. You don't get to tell me how to live my life if I'm asking you for help. Especially if I'm asking for that bare minimum just to keep her on the road and movable. So that just in case if I get that knock at night, I can move along without any issues from the cops. Because I don't think anybody really realizes this in my family, but living in a car, by the way, you can't be sleeping everywhere. And because of who I am, I don't like all those bright lights and all that overdevelopment. I try to stay in the fish and wildlife areas usually. Which, technically speaking, after 9 p.m. in New Jersey, you can't be. Unless you have a gun or a fishing boat. But, my point being there is that you don't get to tell me how the fuck to operate what I'm dealing with. Especially not when you're the ones who are clearly not handling it. You don't get to tell me how I'm feeling. You don't get to do any of this shit. And now, I'm making sure it can't be done. Any number that hits me up from family, friends, or whatever from the past with an opinion piece, with any kind of advice that I didn't ask for, with anything that I'm not actively trying to get done, I will be blocking that number. I will be ignoring them. Because then you guys are not paying attention. It's been 7 months that I've been living in this car. And I've done very well up to this point. To the person who today told me I can't be proud of the progress I made, you can suck a dick. Because for 28 years, I felt like I couldn't do a fucking thing. This confidence, this pride, is very well deserved. I fix my car up by myself half the time these days. I do what I need to do to get by. If you can't respect me, my decisions, my life, you can piss off. I'm not going down the same road of my fucking father. And you know how I know? Because I'm 28. I put down alcohol completely at 21. From being an alcoholic from 13. I have Fireball and vodka in here. And guess what? Despite all this excess bullshit, I still haven't drank a single drop. Not in the past 60 some odd hours. I have not had a single drop of fucking alcohol. Barely any weed, few cigarettes. So, you guys want to get to know me? I'm Phoenx Wolf. Tyler Carge died the day that Jennifer Carge died. I have made an unbelievable amount of progress in 7 months, despite people roadblocking me and trying to hold me back. Because of what they want. What they think I need. No more. I'm going to double down on my progress now, even faster and harder. I'm not letting anybody stand in my way, especially not somebody who's not going to listen. Especially not somebody who's stuck in the past. I'm going to end it with this, guys. There's a little bit of a stoic fucking wisdom for you. I was utterly depressed and angry and anxious all the damn time up until the point of about 2 months after I started living in this car. It's called stoicism. Think about it, guys. If you stop living all the way in the past and thinking about all that bullshit that happened to you, and you stop worrying about everything that's going to happen 10 seconds or fucking 2 hours in the future, or even further, your anxieties go away when you stop thinking about the future. And your depressions start to fade when you stop worrying about all that past. That's what I did. I gave my father a month past my mother's death of concerted efforts. I handed him the tools of how to get out of it. I told him the exact same stuff. That's how I dick myself out of there. Now, let me make this very clear. Not once have I said I have my mental on straight. It's been barely a month of me getting to this point. Not once will I claim I ever do. I know me very well. For those of you who think you do, who have known me for very long, you don't know shit. For those of you who think that you don't need to see the YouTube channel to see the difference, you don't know shit. There's a reason y'all ain't seen it in person. Because y'all haven't been listening. I tried. And I'm done trying for people who aren't going to listen. That's all.